Hello, this is the video for the first violin section of Ash Grove. If you have not watched the Ash Grove video where we work on the first line only, I suggest you stop watching this video and go to that one first, because this video we're going to do the whole section instead of just the first line. So if you're still having trouble with that first line, go and watch that first video and then come back to watch this for the whole first section, okay? So to review the first line, like I said, you can watch the video, but we're going to review the first line. So here's my turn first. Remember, we start on the up bow and we do have a slur. And then remember, we don't have any C sharps in this song. So our second finger on the A string is low. So that means it's not on the tape. It is squished next to your first finger. So here's the first line only. I will count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. My turn first. I want you to move your fingers though while I'm playing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, let's try playing that first line together. Starting on up bow, open D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'd like you to pause the video and play the first line a couple times by yourself. All right, let's review the second line. We've got some, the whole second line is all quarter notes, but we do have some slurs in there. So let's look at measure 5. We have a slur. We go. Let's do that together. 2, D, D. 1, 2, 3. 2, D, D. The next measure, we go back and forth. D3, A1, D3. Let's do that together. So it's D3, A1, D3. I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. D3, A1, D3. Now it's kind of like the opposite. The next measure, we go D1, G3, D1. Let's do that together. So it's D1, G3, D1. And it starts up bow. 1, 2, 3. D1, G3, D1. I'm going to play measures 6 and 7 together. My turn first. Move your fingers while I'm playing. We start with D3. My turn first. D3, A1, D3, D1, G3, D1. Let's do those two measures, starting with D3, D3. 1, 2, 3. D3, A1, D3, D1, G3, D1. We're going to add measure 5 into the mix now. So we're going to do measures 5, 6, and 7. My turn first. Move your fingers while I play. We start with the slur. My turn. 2, D, D, 3, A1, D3, 1, G3, 1. Now measure 8. The violas have the same notes there. So you'll hear you guys playing in unison there. And we have another slur. D, 3, 2, down, up, D, 3, 2. Let's do that measure together. Measure 8. D, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. D, 3, 2. I want to play that whole second line. While I'm playing that line, I want you to move your fingers. We start with D2 or F sharp. 1, my turn. 2, D, D, 3, A1, 3, 1, G3, 1, D, 3, 2. Now our first ending, we just go back to 3, and then we end with an open D. 3, D. Let's do measure 9, that first ending. 1, 2, 3, 3, D. And then we go to measure 2. So that D at the end of measure 9, it's our pickup note from the very beginning, but because the repeat sign is in measure 2, that's why the open D is at the end of measure 9. So when we do the repeat, we don't go back to the beginning, right? We go to measure 2. So make sure you're not going to the very beginning, you go to measure 2. What I would do is circle that repeat before measure 2. I would do that with a pencil. So what I'd like us to do is to play measure 9 and then go to measure 2 to practice that repeat. I will play it first. So I'm starting at measure 9, that first ending, and then when we get to the end of measure 9, you go to measure 2. Here's how it sounds. My turn first. It's third finger on D. 3, 2. Like that. Let's practice that. We're going to play measure 9, and then we go back to measure 2. 3 on D or G. I'll count 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Measure 2. And we go back there. When we do it the second time, so after we repeat and we go back to measure 2, we play, 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 play. This time, after you play measure 8, we skip measure 9 and we go to measure 10 with the second ending. The good thing for us is the first note in measure 9 and 10 is the same note, 3 on D or G. The difference is the second part. Notice in measure 9, we go to open D, but in measure 10, we go to the A string and we go 1, low 2. Here's what measure 10 sounds like, or the second ending. We start with D3. So it's 2. Let's do that together. So it's 3, 1, 2. Let's do that together. D3. I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2. If you need to, pause the video and practice any one of these parts that are giving you trouble. You can practice that measure 10. You can practice measure 9 going back to measure 2. Before we practice the whole first part, I would like us to play starting at measure 5 and taking the second ending. We're going to practice doing the second ending. So we're going to start at measure 5, but instead of going to measure 9, we go to measure 10. Let's try it. Measure 5. Start with 2D or F sharp. I'll count to 3. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. 2, D, 3, A1, 3, 1, G3, 1, D. Measure 10. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to start at the very beginning. We're going to play, take the first ending, go back to measure 2, play it again, and this time take the second ending. We're going to practice that repeat in there. All right, let's give it a try. Instruments up. Start with up bow on D. I will count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 3, low 2, 1. 2, D, D, 3, A1, 3, 1, G, 1, D, 3. Measure 2. Measure 10. 3. All right, I'd like you to keep working on that first section. Stay tuned for the next video where we will work on the second section. So that's the part that's after the second ending. All right, keep practicing. Have a good day. Bye.